He said that very clearly. He's going to be president for everybody, including Peter Obi, of day to, get inaugurated and, take the authority of office.
Yeah, but
and this is about the presidency of this country. This is serious matter. Peter Obi has been way too sanctimonious.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Plan B TV News. In today's video, we're going to be focusing on Nigerian news and politics. Tinubu will be coming in as a president with a sense of duty. He will be president for all Nigerians, including Peter Obi. This will be exemplified by the diversities and speed of his appointment to hit the ground ruling effectively. Felix Monka, APC National Publicity Secretary, defend Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Details in the video.
The president-elect is already on that question. He's been, from the day he was elected, his acceptance speech, all of the comments he's made, his remarks in, that are in the public domain, he's recognized that. He knows that he's becoming president at a time when this country has become intensely challenged with, coming together. Polarized, if you want to use that. Around, both the national questions and the issues of existential questions. He recognizes that. And I believe that, and from just being around him and listening to him, I'm convinced that he is coming to this with that sense of duty. He said that very clearly. He's going to be president for everybody, including Peter Obi. He's going to be president for you, for me, for all of us. And I think that Nigerians should just, hold their breath and give him that time of day to, get inaugurated and, take the authority of office.
Yeah, but
I think that in the initial optic, from his appointments, from the speed with which he's going to move to make those appointments and the quality of people and the diversity of, people he's going to bring to the table to,
He, however, stated that Peter Obi is really crossing the line. The campaign are over. He needs to relax and allow his lawyer handle his case at the tribunal. Accusing the APC of attacking his personal life is ridiculous. Obi has been way too sanctimonious for someone who volunteered to venture into politics and run for the presidency. He, however, did not win the election. He came a distant third, and he has made political capital of exploiting people's vulnerability. Felix Monka, APC National Publicity Secretary, added. Details in the video.
I think Mr. B thinks that this is all about him, but it's not. He thinks that people in the APC, and for that matter, in all of the nook and cranny of our political life, are all looking for him or looking about him to find something. That's not the case. People have moved on. For us in the APC, we had an election. The election has been long concluded. Campaigns are over. Political candidacy, candidacy for parties, it's long gone. It's closed. We've moved on. We have a president-elect who hopefully in a few days will be inaugurated in accordance with our constitution. So I think that, Mr. B, personally, all of this period, I've hesitated really to really take issues with him directly. But I think that he's really crossing the line. Campaigns are over. He needs to just take a cheap pill and rest it. He has a case before the tribunal. He needs to allow his lawyers do their job now. Coming on the show to suggest that everybody in this country in APC are simply, even referred to his private life, people maybe, going to look for some, babies that he may have had. That's ridiculous. This is about the presidency of this country. This is serious matter. Peter Obi has been way too sanctimonious, I think, for someone who really voluntarily got involved in the political process and offered himself to compete for presidency. What did you expect? It's, a serious business. People say it's even a murky business, but it is something of a serious business to produce the presidency of a country, any country. there's no country in the world where the competition for presidency is a walk in the park. It's heavy duty, engagement. Sometimes even, I don't want to use the words that were on TV, but people take this to the extreme sometimes. But I think that we've had this. Peter Obi did not win the election. The majority of people in this country voted either for the PDP or for the APC that won the election. Peter Obi came a distant third in the race. So this whole idea that he is the one who won the election that was taken from him, where does that come from? He didn't even come second. If he's claiming, to be the next in line from a third position, that's absolutely ridiculous. So I think he needs to just rest it. And I think he's made a political capital of really exploiting people.
If the Obedient had joined with the PDP, if Peter Obi had not left PDP, we would have won the election. Even with the rigging hands down, in 8 months, he was able to galvanize a movement that gave him over 6 million votes. What the Obedience did for Peter Obi should be respected, Reno Omokri, members of the People Democratic Party, stated during Arise TV News. Details in the video.
With the Obedience, what the Obedience have done, if you want to be candid, if you have candor, you really have to respect what they've done. Because in less than a year, if you recall, it wasn't up to a year. I believe that he joined Labour Party May last year, and we had the election in February. So this is a period of about 8 months. And in that period of time, this man has been able to galvanize a movement that was able to give him over 6 million votes. Anybody saying that these people are, that they are idiots, obedience, you're not being very, very wise. If they had joined with the People's Democratic Party, if Peter Obi had not left our party, we would have won the election even with rigging hands down. So these people, they've actually been able to do something that is very, very commendable. In fact, I foresee that in future, in places like Harvard University, in places like Yale, in places like Oxford, people will study what Peter Obi did, because what Peter Obi did, he almost replicated what Emmanuel Macron did with his party. Emmanuel Macron built a new party, which is unheard of in France, and was able to...
However, Reno Omokri also said that Bola Ahmed Tinubu link with drug cartel should be our main focus at the tribunal. According to our law and that of the United States, those who forfeit money are taken as convicts. We should be able to make our case before the tribunal that this man forfeit drugs fund. In the law of Nigeria, if you have been convicted for such an offense, then you are ineligible to be the president of Nigeria. Reno Omokri, members of the People Democratic Party (PDP), added. Details in the video.
My own opinion is the fact that Bola Tinubu has links with the drug cartel. And according to our laws, and also according to the laws of the United States, when you forfeit money, it's taken as a conviction. So if I website, and I'm going to quote for it, asset forfeiture, and this is a quote, asset forfeiture is a form of penance for criminals. The word used is criminals. So that is what we should focus on, and we should be able to make our case before the tribunal that this man forfeited drug funds, and in Nigerian law and the United States law, those who forfeit are taken to be convicts. Now, that is a stronger case. A lot of people look at these things politically. Maybe because I have a master's of law in law and I schooled in the United Kingdom, I tend to look at it from a legal perspective. Our best point is to focus on this man's known drug part.
According to the APC National Women Leader, Dr. Betta Edu, said this is the saddest we have ever been, where we have just 3 women at the Senate and about 10 at the House of Representatives. However, we have hope in President-elect Bola Ahmed Tinubu administrations, where women will have 35% and more in every part of his government. APC National Women Leader Dr. Betta Edu. Details in the video.
Women have done a whole lot in Nigeria and a whole lot in the political space. We've worked so hard during this election process, and at the grassroots, our effect was felt Unfortunately, this is the saddest we've ever had. This is the lowest we've ever been, where we have just 3 women at the Senate and I think about 10 at the at the House of Representatives, which is really, really, really a very, very poor and low figure for women representation at the National Assembly. However, we still have hope in His Excellency Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He has made very strong promises to women, and even as part of his acceptance speech, he was very clear to say that women will have 35% and more in every little cadre of his government, from the Federal Executive Council to heads of parastatals. In every way, women will be empowered. I think we've not lost it all. We can just put ourselves back together, hanging on the hope which we have ahead of us, the renewed hope which we have in Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, to give women that seat on the table. And then we go back to our various states to see that at the grassroots level, women can be empowered. The local government elections are almost here. The chairmanship for the various local governments, councillors and the rest of it, that's grassroots politics. If we build from there, and then of course at the state level, we expect that the new government coming into the various states would follow, would take a leave from Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu and ensure that 35% of the administration or even more are going to be made up of women. Women have the capacity, we have the ability to contribute our own quota to nation development, and this must not be overlooked.
One thing she forgot, that the incumbent president Muhammadu Buhari is from APC. What APC could not do for the past 8 years, how come she has faith in the present president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu? President Muhammadu Buhari ruled as a president for good 8 years. If the women could not have the chances, how come that she has the hope that Bola Ahmed Tinubu will change the narrative? Well, while you watching this particular news, I will urge everyone that is well concerned to please comment your thoughts regarding to the videos you have watched so far. Well, to round it up, it is the duty of the government to create an enabling environment for jobs in the country. It is not the government himself that creates jobs. All the job we need will come from the private sector. Special advisor, media, and publicity to the President Muhammadu Buhari Femi Adesina said this during achievement of Buhari administration's interview with Arise TV News. Details in the video.
Well, did you say 3 million was the promise?
Yes. When he campaigned.
3 million?
Yes.
Okay. You see, so many of those things that are ascribed to the then candidate Buhari really didn't come from him. Many of the things. I wouldn't say he put a figure. What I recall was that President Buhari gave the percentage of joblessness in the country. I wouldn't recall that he gave a specific figure saying this is the amount of jobs we are creating. For all you know, that may have come from anywhere. But I stand to be corrected if President Buhari himself gave that figure of 3 million. But then, be that as it may, it is the job and the duty of government to create an enabling environment for jobs in the country. It is not government itself that creates jobs. All it does is to create an enabling environment. Most of the jobs you need in a country will come from the private sector. As long as you have an enabling environment, it's the private sector that will then create the jobs. The 119 figure, that 1,000 you mentioned, is from a specific sector, from infrastructure. During the creation of infrastructure, railways, roads, airports, and all that, jobs are created. Those are the jobs you have there as 119, and not a total gamut of jobs created. That will come from somebody like Dr. Chris Ngige, who is Minister for Labor and Employment. We in that fact sheet, we don't have the total number of jobs created. But like I said earlier, Government just creates an enabling environment for jobs, and it is not the one that actually creates.
All right, guys, this is what I'm going to be heading the video today. Do you enjoy this particular video? If you do, please do not skip without you commenting your thoughts in the comment sections and give these videos a thumbs up. This is the only way you can support the growth of this channel. For all our returning subscribers who year to year or time to time always come to support the growth of our content, thank you very much. May God continue to bless you. We thank you very much for all your big support that you have given to this platform for making Plan B TV to work out. Thank you. Until we meet again, do not forget to turn on your notification bell so you'll be the first person to be notified anytime we upload the new content. If you have not subscribed, I don't know what you're waiting for. Please subscribe and be among the Plan B TV team. Thank you very much. Until we meet again. Peace out.
Don't forget to subscribe to get notified. And as you they share your support, now say God bless you too.
Sense on the bed.
Plan B TV, Plan B TV, Plan B TV. Oh, Plan B TV, Plan B TV, Plan B TV, Plan B TV.